suddenly, like the connection with, your person that you're, your divine counterpart or whatever you want to call them, this contract that you have with this person, this lover's contract, suddenly that connection comes out of the blue and says, I'm here. They are a reward. That connection is a reward for doing the work. Cancer, welcome to your April 2023 general reading. So, we're going to start off here with an oracle card just to get the overarching energies of what's going on for April for you. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What the hell was that? That was crazy. This thing didn't want to shuffle right. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and any other prominent placements. Show me, Cancer, what's going on for April 2023. What do they need to hear, please? Show me, Cancer. Cancer for April. What do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? All right, let's do this here. And we're going to do a Celtic cross, and we're going to clarify too. So, if it doesn't resonate, check out your other placements. Thanks for being here. Show me, Cancer, please. Cancer, April 2023. We're going to sing our way through it. Everybody's like, shut up, Jessica. All right. Show me, Cancer. Here we go. Oh, we've got fear. Wow. Fear. What's going on? What is this? Fear of what? So fear, on a very basic level is, you're afraid of losing something. Afraid of losing yourself. Afraid of losing somebody else. Afraid of seeing things as they are, which a lot of times is the case. Fear of rejection. Fear of abandonment. I can hear a cat howling. I think it's Mika. He should come in here in a minute. I think he's coming up the stairs. Mika! Don't know if you heard that. There you are. Come on. He brought his baby. He dropped it in the hallway. I don't think you can see that. Come on. He howls. He sings the songs of his people. On his way in here. He does that at night too. He brings his baby in, plops it right next to me on the bed, and then he pops right down and leans up against me. He's such a baby. Huh. Yeah. He's great. All right. Anyways, so fear, going back to the topic here. Apparently it's going to play a factor here in your April. Let's see what's going on. Show me, Cancer. What is this? What is this for Cancer? Oh my. Seven of Swords. Okay. Is the base of everything. Seven of Air in this deck. That's the foundation of the issue here for you. That's interesting. Denial of... It's like denial or hiding from something, You're hiding from something, which why would you hide? Because you're scared of it, right? What are we scared of? What's going on? Because it's all over this. What is this? What's the challenge? What's the issue? King of Swords. Okay. King of Swords being the problem. Now, you're either dealing with somebody who's a couple things, okay? A couple different directions this can go. You're either hiding from a decision, right? That you have actually already made this decision. You already have it in your head. You already have it there, but you're hiding from it. Seven of Swords. The traditional imagery of the Seven of Swords shows like a guy running away with swords, like, oh God, you know, kind of thing. And running away and trying to hide from things. It's a denial, it's a rejection of whatever this is. And the thing is that King of Swords is a solid, logical decision that makes sense. You're hiding from that. Or, here's the other direction. This is somebody that scares you, okay? Somebody that scares you, somebody that's very mentally cutting, somebody who fights with you about things. We're going to check the other stuff here and we'll get some clarification to see what it is. Show me what's on Cancer's mind. 10 of Cups. You're like, I just want to be happy. That's what you're saying. I just want to be happy. I want to be emotionally happy. I want to be emotionally satisfied. I mean, that's rainbows and butterflies that you're like looking at. So it might, if it was something of just a fantasy that you had going on in your head here, it would typically just show up as a like Page of Cups. Okay. Because that Page of Cups tends to be, you know, really dreamy and thinking about things and, oh, it could be this way, that kind of thing. It's very Pisces, right? This 10 of Cups here, though, shows I don't know, it's almost like it seems like it's attainable to you. It's like you're recognizing that it's attainable and you want it. But with the 7 of Swords, you're scared of it. Okay, what's going on? Okay, show me what's in Cancer's gut intuition here. What's this? Oh my, oh my. The Lovers. Alright. I think you're scared of the decision you've made. Okay? I think you're scared of the decision you've made. You know you've already made this decision. You know you've made it. You're like, no, I didn't. No, that's going in the denial box over here of no. And that's kind of where you're at this point. As far as like right, you know, at this point here while you're watching this. But your gut's going, you know it's more than that. You know that this is going to be everything that you want. You know. You know. You have Cancer in your chart. Your psychic is hail. Your psychic is hail. There is a connection here that you are trying to avoid. I don't know why you're trying to avoid it. We're going to find out. You know, we're going to find out here what the deal is. What's the passing energies here? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this could be a couple things. Again, we're going to clarify everything. This could be a couple things. It could be an old, you know, pattern that you've been in, an old stable pattern of being that you were okay in. It wasn't super emotionally fulfilling because this is just talks about like the 3D stuff, like house, home, job, whatever, that kind of thing, right? Good, decent bank account, you know, that kind of thing. And now what's happening is that you're just like, there's no water, there's no cups. This is why you have 10 of Cups on your mind. You're just like, this 10 of Pentacles would be so much more fulfilling if I had a 10 of Cups to go with it. If I had 10 cups to go with those 10 coins. It's like you're realizing that. And you're just like, oh no, I'm making things complicated for myself. That's what I'm hearing. That's what it sounds like you're saying to yourself. You're like, I'm making things complicated to myself because God forbid I can't just be happy with what I've got. But boy, I'm feeling this Lover's connection here. There is something, someone that has your attention and you're terrified. I can't tell if you're actually terrified of them or of the consequences of the decision. I think it's the consequences of the decision. Just because the decision is what's showing up in the, you know, challenge part, right? Okay. What's coming up here, like in the immediate future? We've got 6 of Swords. Okay. Moving on and kind of settling down a little bit in regards to the energy of this. I'm not sure if you're walking away from the decision. It doesn't say. You could be trying to avoid the decision. Again, because Seven of Swords is avoidance. You could be trying to avoid the decision. And you're just like, all right, well, I'm going to move over to this, calmer space over here and not look at that. Because over here disturbs me. It bothers me. It freaks me out. It could be that. Or you're settling with the decision. Okay? Like coming to your own peace about it. Okay? What's the energy surrounding Cancer here? We've got the Nine of Wands. You're exhausted. This whole thing has exhausted you. You've done a lot of thinking about this stuff and everything, but you find that you can't stop thinking about it, right? You can't stop thinking about it. So the Nine of Wands tends to show someone who's just constantly doing the same thing over and over. And I think you're realizing, you don't want to realize, you're realizing I've only got really one way I can go here. To get this out of my head, I got to do this. It's that decision, right? It's that decision. You're like, I keep thinking about that. I know what I want. I want that. I want that. No, I don't. Why do I want that? That's kind of the argument that you're having with yourself. No, I don't. I don't want that. Why do I want that? Why would I want to ruin my 10 of Pentacles here? Why would I want to potentially ruin my 10 of Pentacles? And change it. Because you're happy with it, right? Okay, what's the unseen factor here? We have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Moving away from something that no longer serves you. Moving away from something that no longer serves you. Again, I can't tell if you're really backing away from this decision. I can't really tell if you're actually backing away from that, or if you're walking away from some other thing that's no longer filling those cups. Okay? 10 of Pentacles, it may not be filling cups because it's Pentacles, right? This could be anything. This could be, a current relationship that you're in that you're trying to get out of, or something that's just no longer fitting, that kind of thing. It could be like a behavior where you've just focused on your house and home and you refuse to focus on like relationships because you were getting over an old relationship, right? It could be like that. You're walking away from something that no longer fits for you. What that is another question. Again, we're going to clarify. What's the hopes and fears here for Cancer? We've got Nine of Cups. Yes. Yeah, see? Nine of Cups. And then on your mind is 10 of Cups. You want some emotional satisfaction. You want some emotional happiness. You want emotional rainbows, butterflies, white picket fences and stuff like that. Which, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Of course you want that. But this is also the hopes and fears position. With it being the Nine of Cups, I feel like you have a fear that this is very self-focused only. Not self-absorbed. I mean, I guess you could say self-absorbed. There's another word that I can't magically think of for some reason. But it's another word where it's basically... you're making it all about you, and other people are suffering from you trying to get your happiness. Anyway, I can't think of the word right now. Some horrible reason. Maybe later. But it's like you feel like you're afraid that you'll feel guilty for others, for you trying to pursue your own happiness, because it may cost for other people or other situations, or maybe you feel like you're not worth it. It could be something like that. So, okay, what's the outcome here? Nine of Swords. Interesting. So the Nine of Swords talks about a lot of stress and anxiety. A lot of stress and anxiety. And with the immediate future of the Six of Swords, and then it's moving to Nine of Swords, right? I don't know. I can't tell if you're turning away from this decision. I can't tell if you're turning away from this. Because maybe you're seeing it as too fantastical. But it could also be that you make the decision and you go for it. But it does create the stress that you're expecting it to create. Like wondering if you made the right decision. Kind of one of those things. Let me see. What's happening here? What's going on? We need to talk about this fear stuff. We need to talk about it. Because like Nine of Swords, I mean, that's definitely a fear card for sure. It's a fear card. That's fear. Seven of Swords is fear. What else is fear? Nine of Wands is actually fear as well. Nine of Wands is its own fear. It's fear of giving up. It's like a fear of giving up on this. There's something that that you feel like you need to stand for, right? All right, show me this Seven of Swords. We want to, what is this for Cancer, please? What is this for Cancer? What's this Seven of Swords for Cancer, please? Seven of Swords. Okay. The Hierophant is coming out here. What else? What else? Oh my. Okay. We've got Ace of Cups and we have the Queen of Wands. This is definitely someone that you are looking at. It is someone that you're, a decision regarding someone that you're trying to avoid. It's like you're trying to break your own paradigm. Because a lot of times this Hierophant right here, he can basically talk about like you being stuck in like old ways of being. Ten of Pentacles, right? Very stable, very secure kind of stuff. And he doesn't like change very much. He really doesn't. But also when he says this needs to be done, this needs to happen because it's part of your higher connection to spirit, right? It's part of your higher connection. And what's happening is that you're trying to avoid starting something new with this Ace of Cups and Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is the person you're thinking about. It's the one that you're immensely attracted to. The one that you can't get your mind off of. The one that seems so exciting. That can, you know, bring so much to your life and you just want to share it. You know? You want to walk next to that person. Okay, show me the King of Swords here. Why is this in the challenge? Show me the King of Swords in the challenge, please. We have Emperor. This fell out too. Six of Cups. And we've got the Nine of Wands here. And Knight of Cups. Matters. Okay. So yeah, it's a decision that you're avoiding. It's a decision that you are like having issues with. The decision is your problem. It's your challenge. Why? Because you're trying to control things with this Emperor here. Trying to control things, trying to... you see the disturbance in the force. That's what just popped in my head. You see the disturbance in the force, and now you feel like you have to address it. And so the thing is that there are, I feel like old memories and stuff that are affecting you. Could be stuff from like your childhood even, but also could even be like if this is a person that you know, like from your past or something like that, that's part of the issue. So maybe there's some past stuff from that. But if it's not somebody from your past, it's probably your own past that's standing in your way as far as like any of your own shadows, you know, and your own issues with rejection or whatever. The words self-absorbed keep coming in, but it's basically where somebody's very focused on themselves and all they do is focus on themselves. Anyway, I can't think of the word. Gosh. Anyways, so it's like you keep like trying to do the same thing over and over again here with that. Here's that Nine of Wands again, right? That's here, right here in the current energies too. Nine of Wands. You're exhausted. Look how tired that girl looks, right? Exhausted. And the thing is that you're avoiding the vulnerability of the issue. You feel like you're very vulnerable. The whole situation makes you vulnerable. It tears apart your Ten of Pentacles. You don't want to do that. You know, that kind of thing. You're like, why am I doing this? I don't know if I want to do this. Show me Ten of Cups here. What's this? Show me Ten of Cups for Cancer. Ten of Cups for Cancer, please. Nine of Swords. Where didn't we have that here? That's the outcome. Nine of Swords. Interesting. This, just based on that, it almost implies that, yeah, you're going to kind of go through another phase of denial for the whole thing. You're going to go through a whole nother phase of denial. No, I'm not going to do this. And it's going to make you feel better temporarily with this Six of Swords right here. But the Nine of Swords that you are currently experiencing, the stress and the strain and the constant being on your mind, will come back because that's in the outcome. It will come back. That's what it implies right now. May change. We'll find out. Show me more about this Ten of Cups. Magician and Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah. It basically talks about it like a lot of like, you know, thoughts and thinking about things. Trying to see how you can create this in your life, how you can like manifest it with this Magician card here. That Page of Swords is all about trying to learn what's the best path here to get to this. What's the best path? What's the best way to do this? And it's just a learning, you know, card. All right, show me the Lovers in the Gut. What's this? Ooh. Three of Swords and Empress came out. Ooh, somebody very important. Somebody very important to you. Could be the same person. This Queen of Wands here. Could be that person. And Four of Cups. Okay. It's a lover's connection. Now, lovers' connections are not easy. They are not easy. You have to do work. As you can see here with this Three of Swords, right? You've got to do work. There's probably some heartache that occurred here that you guys hurt each other based on, you know, old paradigms of what you were living in, right? You guys probably hurt each other. This Empress shows just how important this person was to you. I mean, this Empress is a very maternal, very balanced person. Someone that, you know, if you're male and you like females, then, you know, this is somebody that you considered having children with. You know, that kind of thing. They were very good to you. Lovers' connections are not karmic connections where people beat the shit out of each other. Do you understand me? There are so many people who are like, yeah, my twin flame is getting out of jail. And I'm like, what? Getting out of jail for what? Oh, yeah, we had a domestic dispute. I got a black eye. No. Nope, that's not a twin flame. That is a karmic. That is a karmic meant to teach you a lesson which apparently you didn't learn. Anyways, I have strong words about that. I have strong words about that. This whole new age twin flame bullshit that's out there right now, it's leading all these people to think that these extreme attachments that they have to people are these twin flame connections. And no, yes, you are heavily like connected to somebody, but there is a journey in which you're going through with the ego, okay? With the ego, with your old paradigms and stuff like that. And both of you have to choose to do the work. One person may only choose to do the work. Only one person may choose to do it, and they overcome themselves. Because the person that you're up against is yourself. That's what you're doing. You're up against yourself. And then when you finally get over yourself, suddenly, like the connection with, your person that you're, your divine counterpart or whatever you want to call them, this contract that you have with this person, this lover's contract, suddenly that connection comes out of the blue and says, I'm here. They are a reward. That connection is a reward for doing the work. And you only get them when you do the work. That's it. End of story. And not every lifetime are you going to do the work. And there's a lot of people that are out there that, oh, I do the work every day. I do the work every day. No, you're fucking not. Stop it. You live in fear every day. This is fear. Yes, fear is fine. Fear is concern and everything like that. You're concerned about your attachment to your current 3D situation. But you're feeling the pressure from this lover's connection because you need to do the work. And you're kind of avoiding it. So there's certain specific thing that the universe is asking you to do. Now that I've scolded you for 5 minutes. I'm not trying to scold you. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you because the thing is that I know what this feels like. I know what it feels like. I've been pulled into these fantastical ideas of what a relationship is. I have a Pisces descendant. Major fantastical ideals of what I want in a person. I have major ideals. And the thing is that my ideals are different, My ideals are different, and the thing is that I refuse to see people as they are. That's just an issue that I've got as a Pisces descendant. So the thing is, I'm trying to help you because we need to see ourselves. We need to see ourselves as who we are, and we need to also see them as who they are, and take it honestly. Who are they? Are they, what are they? And do I want to walk next to that? Don't be thinking about what they can give you. Don't be thinking about the money. Don't be thinking about, the sex. Don't be thinking about all that. None of that matters. What matters is what's in here. So that heart connection that you have with this person, you've been kind of disappointed with this 4 of Cups here. You've been disappointed. There was heartache. You guys probably had a break at some point in your lifetime. Lovers connections, they take forever to come back around a lot of times. They will take years. So you may have known this person years ago, and maybe they popped up. They take years, and last time you met with them, they were one person, and now this time would be a whole nother person. They'd be completely different. Completely different, just because, just depending on how many years and if you've gone through your Saturn return yet, Okay, I've babbled on and on about that. Okay. Apparently I needed to talk about that. All right, so show me the 10 of Pentacles here. What's this in the passing energies? Ooh, Queen of Swords, the Moon, and the King of Cups. Yeah, this right here is basically the rejection. The rejection of what you were feeling for this person. And you were focusing all on the Pentacle. You were focusing all on the Pentacle. Focusing on your life, on your job, on your bank account, on whatever you have going on for you, right? And not focusing on the cup. The heart. King of Cups here. The Moon puts it into hiding, into the dark. And Queen of Swords is the one that slaps it in there. Because that's very much making a decision to avoid that whole thing, to not even think about it. Not even think about it. So there's a whole string of not even think about it. So in the past, you didn't want to think about it. In the present, you're actively trying not to think about it. It's like you're trying not to think about it. In the past, I don't think you really had to work to not think about it. I don't think you had much of an issue with that. But now you're actively trying not to think about it. So something is staring you in the face, obviously. That's not shown here. Show me the 6 of Swords. When did this Justice card come out? It's probably with these here. Yeah, justice, doing the right thing for yourself. Doing the right thing for yourself. You're avoiding thinking about it. I'm going to focus on my house and home. Focus on, you know, family or something like that. You know, that kind of thing. All right. Show me Six of Swords here. What's this? Ten of Wands, the Devil. Yeah. Yep. One more. Yeah. So Six of Swords is basically making the decision. You're making the decision that thinking about this whole decision, about this whole Lovers connection is too hard to think about. It's too hard to think about. It's too much. It's too obsessive. Nope, I'm too much into this. I need to step away from it. So that's where the Six of Swords comes in. You're walking away from that. That's probably where this Eight of Cups is coming in too. You're like, I'm going to walk away from that. However, the outcome for the month, Nine of Swords, which means it comes right back. I don't think you can help yourself. If it is a true Lovers connection here, Cancer, if it is a true Lovers connection, it's not going to disappear. It's not. It's going to try to force you it's going to force you to think about it until you make some sort of drastic change to avoid it. Like literally moving away from this person or something like that. Like something where it's just like there's no chance whatsoever for this to even occur. That kind of thing. You'd have to get into that kind of position. Because right now, you don't actually believe that there's no chance. You don't actually believe it. You're trying to tell yourself that. You're trying to tell yourself that there is no chance. But the thing is that there's still that little bit of hope in there. You're like, I think it can happen. When previously it seemed like there wasn't a chance. Like you could have literally been separated by, you know, hundreds of miles or thousands of miles or whatever. But now it's like if something changed, you know, and now suddenly they're very close to you and you're just like, oh, now there's a possibility. Even though I'm married and they're married, you know, that kind of thing. There's a little bit of a possibility there. I didn't ask the right questions here. Okay, show me the Nine of Wands. What's this? Show me Nine of Wands. Almost. Show me Nine of Wands, please. Five of Pentacles. Staying separate. You're like, I'm going to hold true. I'm going to power through this. I'm going to do it. That's where that Emperor's kicking. I'm going to power through this and I'm just going to deal with it. Even if it hurts. Even with how hard it is. Ten of Wands. It's going to be so very hard. And no movement will happen. This is like your stubbornness kicking in. This is your stubbornness kicking in. You're like, no, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. It's staring me in the face, but I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. It's like you're telling yourself that. You're trying to convince yourself of that. The thing is that how many times have you already done this? Where you've tried to reject it. It stays gone for a couple weeks or something like that, but then it like slaps you right in the face again. How often does that occur? You know? How many times have you done this? If it's truly a lover's connection, that's why it keeps coming into your face, because the universe is going, hello. And it's part of the lesson. It's part of the lesson. Show me the Eight of Cups here. Part of the lesson. It's like, can you let go of what truly doesn't serve you? Oh. I wasn't even looking at this. Eight of Cups is letting go of what truly doesn't serve you. What if your current situation doesn't serve you as enough and the universe is trying to tell you that? I have like a hair on my nose. I'm like, ugh. What's this Eight of Cups here? What's this? Eight of Cups, please. King of Swords, the Star. One more. Judgment, Three of Wands. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's driving you to a position, because you keep kind of going back and forth and you're doing the same thing over and over again with this Nine of Wands, right? Nine of Wands, you're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You expect that, oh, you know, if I just give it enough time, I'll get over it. This right here says that that time is coming to the end because you're finding that it's getting harder and harder and harder. And now I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. So you're finding it harder and harder and harder to continue to reject thinking about this connection. Okay. And so they are guiding you towards recognizing King of Swords with your logical mind, your star path, where you belong. Seeing that there is hope to be had and that there's more to be had in your life. That it's out there waiting for you. And all you have to do is make the decision to go and get it. That's all you have to do. They're trying to help you see what, you know, what is it, and this is all based on what's going on in your head, right? Because you're like, there's a 10 of Cups possibility for you. Rainbows and butterflies, emotions, honeymoon phase, that kind of thing. You have that out there waiting for you, and you know it, and you want it. But you're like, no, I'm going to hold on to my 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to hold on to my house and home because I feel like I'm going to lose it if I go towards that. If I go towards those 10 of Cups. You may have strong earth placements because a lot of earth signs will do things like that, especially Capricorn. And they're trying to show you which one is more important to you. The Pentacle or the Cup? And the fact that the 10 of Cups keeps coming up for you, you know, and keeps repeating in your mind and heart that's what you want. It's like you're having to get through the paradigm with your Hierophant here in the center of the reading. You're having to get through that paradigm that it's not just about the Pentacle. Money does not make happiness. Money and stability and home does not make happiness. It's the combination of everything. Combination makes, you know, happiness, but also the thing is that emotional happiness is not dependent on finances. You know, it's not dependent on finances. There's a lot of people that are poor as shit out there and so happy in their relationships. There's a lot of people. But they're emotionally happy, and that's all that matters. They're like, I have a happy life. And so you may have been in the position where you're just like, you know what, I've got everything I need financially, and I don't want to lose that because that does make me happy. And that's fine that it makes you happy. What is it? Does it make you 100% happy? That's the question. FedEx truck. All right, show me the nine of Cups here. Hanged Man. Okay. We've got the Moon. And we've got this 7 of Wands. Yeah. So you're hoping that you can be happy without it. Without this lover's connection. That's what you're hoping for. You're hoping you can be happy without it. You're hoping that you can, you know, put it into stasis. Hanged Man, where it doesn't move anywhere, right? And put it under the moon, which means in the darkness, into secrecy. I'm not looking at it in the dark. Not a big deal. That's the denial box sometimes too. 7 of Wands, defending against it, right? Defending against it. So it's like you're hoping that you can do this, but also at the same time, because that lover's connection is there in your heart, you fear losing everything you ever wanted. It's like you keep telling yourself in your mind, you're like, I I have everything I ever wanted and needed with this 10 of Pentacles here in the past. I have everything I ever wanted and needed with this 10 of Pentacles. I have a house, I have a home, I have vehicles, I have a good job, you know, that kind of thing. I have all this stuff and I'm relatively happy. Great, everything's fine. But you're afraid that by pushing that away and just being satisfied with that, you're always just at the 9 of Pentacles, and there's that little bit more that you want to get to, that 10. You want to get to that 10, and you're afraid that you're missing out on everything you ever wanted on top of that financial, you know, base of everything. Everything you ever wanted. This person right here could be everything that you ever wanted in a woman or a man or whatever. Everything you ever wanted in a woman or a man. Gender doesn't matter. A lot of times lovers connections have that. I mean, this is the person that you say, you're everything I ever wanted. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You may not have told them this. You may not have told them that, but they did. That was them. Or they may have told that to you, you know? They may have said that to you back in the past. You're everything I ever wanted. And it's kind of like you move on from these situations and you go and you find someone like them. It's kind of like that Adele song, Someone Like You. It's like, never mind, I'll find someone like you. You know, you're happy now, I'll leave you alone, that kind of thing. So that may have happened in the past with you guys. You know, may have been one of those, you know, right person, wrong time situations. But now what's happening is the universe is bringing up the right time with the right person. And that means you have to let go of the old things. And you're finding that difficult. 4 of Pentacles. I love how tarot will sit here and, like, you know, repeat what I'm saying for emphasis. 4 of Pentacles. This guy doesn't let go of shit. He doesn't let go. Holding on. 9 of Wands underneath. Repeating the same patterns over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Alright. I'm not trying to be mean. That's not what I'm doing. It's just... sometimes we need a kick in the ass, right? Sometimes we need a kick in the ass to move. And who better to do that than your tarot reader? Or the cards. Actually, it's the cards. I'm just reading the cards. You can do what you want. Show me the 9 of Swords here for the outcome. Show me the 9 of Swords. We have Chariot, King of Pentacles, and Temperance. Yeah, this is the battle between, like, you know, King of Pentacles doesn't move. He doesn't like change. He knows what he knows what he wants and everything, but he's willing to make sacrifices to achieve that pentacle, basically. He's willing to make sacrifices. And the thing is that the balance here is between healing and love. The Chariot is love. That's your card. That's your card. Like, do I focus on me? Chariot? Do I focus on me? Or do I focus on balancing up with this person? Do I reach out to them? Do I continue this connection with them? Or start it back up, or whatever is supposed to happen here. And so there's a lot of concern about that. A lot of concern that's really coming up for you. And I think it's because you're coming up on a breaking point, Cancer. You're coming up on a breaking point. In my professional opinion, because that doesn't mean shit. In my professional opinion, I do think eventually you will break. I do think that. Eventually. Because if it truly is a lover's connection, it's going to keep coming up. And eventually you're going to be like, fuck it, I'm just going to go talk to him. Eventually that's what's going to happen. And you're just going to get to that point where, like, oh my God, I just need to get this out of my head. I just need to get it out of my head and just say, hey, how's it going? how's your life going? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. Have a nice day. Fantastic. Maybe that'll get it out of your system. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to start a relationship. Just say hi. But you're scared of it. Because you're afraid of what the connection would be like just by saying hi. Because it's a lover's connection. Right? Alright, Cancer. This one's a bit intense. And I'm sorry about that. But you're a Cancer. You can handle it. You have a lot of good cardinal energy and you're refusing to use it. You have a lot of good cardinal energy here. In regards to this thing. And you're trying to maintain a fixed stance with your current pentacle situation. But what if somebody came in and said, you could have more? Like I sit here and I think about that, like if somebody came in and said, you could have more, but all you have to do is let go of everything that you have. It's like something, it makes me think of those movies where like, Satan's coming up and asking you questions, It's kind of like that. But you have to let go of everything you ever wanted. Everything that you ever like acquired and achieved in your lifetime to be able to have something that's so much more. It's almost like that, and it feels like a deal with the devil, but it's actually a deal with God. You know what I mean? You don't know how far you can go until you let go of what you already have. All right, I'm rambling. Thank you so much. Put it in the comments, if you have any feedback regarding this. I'd love to hear it. And I hope to see you next time, Cancer. Thanks for being here.